Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be covering 3-finger Terekete. I previously called this 2-finger Terekete. Why? I have no idea. I thought about it and that makes no sense at all. But 3-finger Terekete. In a different video, we'll cover the full hand, more Punjab style Terekete. But today, it's just all about the 3-finger one. Now, before I get to any of that, there's a link in the description to a community I've made on the platform Skool. Now, this community is completely free to join, and there's also free live sessions. But if you're looking for paid lessons from me or the other teachers on this platform, you can find that there. And we're also going to be holding events with some of the greatest tabla players of this time that we're in. And those will also be paid events. So if any of that interests you, click the link in the description and join us at Skool. Now, we're going to talk about the 7 steps, I'd say, to really making your 3-finger Terekete sound full and just rich. And what I want you to understand about practicing any bowl is that there is 2 sides to it. You can call it a masculine and a feminine. What do I mean by that? I mean that in your practice, let's say for Terekete, you want to work on the masculine side, which would be how much weight do you have? How clarity is there? Is every sound distinct and dignified? That would be the masculine. Then the feminine side would be how flowy is your hand? Is your hand really rigid, or can you just let it kind of fall into place? Both balance of these aspects is really what will make your Terekete shine. Now, this is a bowl I've been obsessed with for quite a bit of time, and this is my breakdown of how to master this bowl. And this can be applied to any bowl, basically. So what you do is split your practice into 3 parts. In the first part, I want you to work on any Terekete composition. I'll be giving a few here that you can try, but let's say you have your own favorite one. Start with the first bowl. Play that loud. For example, I played in the beginning, Dha Terekete Dhagina Dhaga, Dha Terekete Dhagina Dhaga Dhinam. That's when I played in the beginning. So what I was going to say is that what you want to do is that you want to play each bowl loudly. For example, start with the Dha Terekete Dhagina, or Dha Terekete Dhagina. Like that, go through each portion and basically be able to control the volume of it. And once you're able to do that, you'll have control over, you'll have a mind-to-muscle connection with the instrument, or with the composition, basically. And that's the first step towards clarity. Now, the next step I would say is practice at a medium tempo. It should be a little bit challenging for you, not too challenging, but basically practice it. Do all your poltas. Make sure you can play even the hardest poltas. Then the third portion of your practice should be too fast for you. This is where you want to work on the looseness of your hand. You want to kind of just let it flow, let your hands fall into place, and just stay extremely relaxed. Train yourself into the faster you go, the more relaxed you are. Otherwise, playing fast will be really difficult and just not very fun. So this is how I'd break down your practice. Now you can do this with Henegene or any bowl, but this is my recommendation for Terekete for sure. Now, let's get into the first step on how you should work on your 3-finger Terekete. Now, ironically, this isn't a 3-finger Terekete composition. It does have it in it, but it's mostly 2-finger Tete. 2-finger Tete is the foundation to building your 3-finger Terekete. So this one goes like this. Ghena tete ghena dhagi dhinna ghena tete ghena dha terekete dhagi na tete ghena dhagi tunna kena. So that goes like this. A bit faster. So that's the first step, I would say, when it comes to your three-finger terekete. Really get that two-finger tete down, because the way you put down your middle finger and your index finger will be just crucial to the crispness of the terekete. So work on that. Now, I could have put in a much more boring composition like dhatete 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 dhagitunakena. But let's be honest, if I said that, how many of you would actually practice that? And I understand it's not very fun. So I put something in a little bit more flavorful. But now we're going to get into isolating the different fingers and really strengthening them for terekete. So let's get into that. So this is dha terekete terekete dha terekete. Pretty simple. You can call this an exercise, basically. Dha terekete terekete dha terekete. So that goes like this. So what you want to do is make sure in the terekete you have the te, re, ki, and then all of these at the same volume. So this is simple. It goes like this. Now I'm going to speed it up, but the cut is going to become a ga now. So it'll go like this. So important to practice, very simple, but just do that for 10 minutes, maybe a day, and you'll see just how much your terekete improves. And that's what I really love about the three-finger terekete. You can do two in a row. With full hand terekete, it doesn't roll like that. You'd have to pick up your hand for the te and bring it back down. So I really recommend practicing this. Next, let's get into how you can isolate the index, middle, and the ring finger. So that goes like this. So there's multiple ducks in this, and I've indicated which finger to play it with the index, middle, or ring finger. So the whole thing goes like this. Dha terekete tak tik terekete tak terekete tak terekete tak terekete tak terekete tak terekete tak dhene nana ghene. So it goes like this. So make sure some of the first duck here, 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 then here, here. So like that. So I'm going to play it now slowly. A bit faster. One thing I'd like to point out is I'm now playing the ga instead of the cut. So like that. So this one is one of my favorites to working on the three-finger terekete, because this is one where you can truly like focus on, let's say your index, you want to play that loud. Every cycle of this, you just focus on that first duck. Let's say, and same for all the different fingers. You can really just build an incredible mind and muscle connection with this. And remember, you can also play this fast at the end and really also get a good flow in it. It's not something you can really play on stage because it's so repetitive with the thak, but it's really good for building your hand. Let's now go to a bit of a tongue twister, you can call it, for your hand. That goes like this. Gadine terekete gadine nanakene. That goes so like this. So this is about now turning your hand, getting your wrist loose and your forearm. So like this. A bit faster. really, really important one. This is when my teacher showed this to me, I looked around on YouTube. No one is playing this. I've heard one clip maybe where this was played, and even that was just in front of students as a demonstration. I believe it was Pandit Nindo Chatterjee. Can't find that clip, otherwise I'd include it. But this is just so good for your hand, that twist for the gadi ne. And I'm not really focusing on the ne bowl too much in this video, but that's a bowl that I talk about all the time and should definitely be loud. Make sure to play this, like I said, the other ones. Isolate each bowl, start from the beginning, and just make sure you can play everything in this loud. Next. Now, we're working on Terekete, which is a bowl that you should definitely also practice. It's similar to Terekete, but a bit different. Dha ghere naga dhine terekete, dha ghere naga dhine terekete, tik dhine terekete, tik dhine terekete, dha ghere naga dhine terekete, dha ghere naga dhine terekete. That goes like this. A bit faster. So the dhine terekete, that also, you can think of it, works that flowy kind of motion for the terekete. Opens up your wrist. The last two are really just about opening up the wrist to flow. So I want you to definitely focus on these. Dhine terekete is something that I kind of overlooked for some time, but it's fundamental for how you play three-finger terekete. So let's get now to the next one. Now, this is a simple kaida, and I really recommend working on simple kaidas because they kind of test, after you've put in all this work into your terekete, you should kind of have something to test it out. So this is good for that. Dha terekete dhagina dhaga dhinna, dhagina dhaga dhinna ghena, dha terekete dhagina dhaga tunna kena. Like this. A bit faster. So, a really simple kaida that you should really work on just to see, after all the work you've put in on your terekete, how is it sounding? And then based on that, you go back and make some tweaks, and then you know exactly what to do to keep progressing, basically. Now, let's get to the last thing that I think you should practice for your three-finger terekete, which is one of my favorite relas. It goes like this. Dha terekete like din terekete like din terekete like dha terekete like dha terekete like din terekete like din terekete like dha terekete like dha terekete like din terekete like din terekete like dha terekete like dha terekete like din terekete like din terekete like dha terekete like. Goes like this. You can basically play this over tintal. It goes like this. So let me slow that down. And instead of cut, I'm playing all ga, basically. A bit faster. So these are the 7 steps that I recommend to just getting your Terekete flavorful, punchy, and flowy and dreamy, just all at the same time. Now, with this, you'll be able to just have fun while playing Terekete, and the speed really won't even matter so much because you'll be able to enjoy it at whatever speed you're playing it at. It could be a simple kaida that you're playing kind of slowly. It could be a rela. You'll just basically have it all. Thank you.